y'all. We back 2 weeks off. Honestly, I don't even know why we didn't record last week. I have no
I thought
idea.
you were busy, so that's why I
I
didn't disturb you.
We had date night.
All right, see, there you go, busy.
That just one night. It's not like I have a date night every night.
But
You know,
still, if you got a date night during that week, it's important to embrace the date night and
I
then take it
did.
from there. But I'm totally interrupting the recording, so go ahead and
Oh, you're
continue.
fine. But we're back, and tonight we bring back one of our good friends, a WVU alumni like ourselves with a sport management degree and doesn't even work in sports, Mr. Leland Reed.
Yeah, never done anything in sports. Really
Forever the
putting that
legend,
degree,
Leland Reed.
Gets a
putting that
sport
degree to
management
good use.
got a sport management degree and just didn't work in sports at all.
Ever.
You might be the only one I know that actually did that.
Yeah, I don't know of anyone else we graduated with that hasn't ever touched it.
Did, the only other person I could potentially think of was Ian from the class that I graduated with in 2013,
Yeah,
and maybe Steve Capizzi. I think those were the only two that I can think of that never worked in sports.
Not
yeah.
even like an internship or anything.
I
I, I
did.
I'll take
I
out
kind of had an
internship.
internship. Yeah,
So you
I'll
worked in sports, technically.
I would say after you graduated, it
yeah.
counts. Internships, you had to have an internship in college. That was part of it. You had to go get an internship at one point during college.
Oh, I think weren't you the last class where like you had to graduate with it when
I
it
was the
started?
last one. Yeah.
Because I know our graduating class, me and Leland's graduating class, you technically didn't need it, but like if you only had like 9 credits to take, like me, you had to
Yeah.
like fill it up to be an actual full-time student. So then
Yep.
that's where the internship kind of came through.
Yeah, I did the internship summer in between the junior and senior year. So my actual junior and senior year wasn't like the fake one, the additional one. And I took sport finance during that summer too, which was the best decision I ever made because I could just use the book on every test.
I don't remember if I took that class or not.
You had to. It was Sydney
Hmm.
Lee. Like you had to take that class.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just took it over the summer because I was no way I was going to pass that class in person. Shout out to Sydney Lee because she was a phenomenal professor, but I would have
He
failed that
was.
class.
Yes, one of the greatest,
Yeah.
Lee.
Well, we're gonna have a great night tonight because the three of us are here to talk about you know what. It's literally right around the corner. We are technically 8 days, 9 days from kickoff against Robert Morris. Um, First game of the season is the gold out. Cool, gold rush, whatever we want to call it these days. But we're gonna talk about football, of course, talk about all the other great things that are happening in West Virginia. But before we do, Kevin, you're wearing an Adidas jersey. You're normally a Nike jersey kind of guy. So who do you have on? Because that's old school.
This is old school. This is Ron Artest.
You would have a
I
Ron
love
Artest
that.
jersey. You
Ron
I
would.
love that
Artest.
so much.
So it's really funny. So as those have been listening the last couple weeks at my PT place, I have just been wearing every obscure jersey I have in the collection, and I ran into my Ron Artest collection that I have. So
Wait,
I
wait,
have,
wait, wait. Collection?
yes, sir.
Oh
I
my
How
God.
many
have,
do you have?
I
That's the
have a Pacers one, which is everybody has
okay,
when he
yeah.
went to 91. I have the Lakers one, obviously, and then I have the Sacramento Kings one when he was on the Kings for a year, which is incredible. I was like, holy shit, this is
Wow.
incredible. But yeah, so I love this one. Ron Artest, it's his with his 1 year on the Lakers before he was Metal World Peace. Fun fact about this jersey. So I don't know if you guys know. So he wore 37 this year. This is the year that they won the title. Why he wore 37. So he signed with the Lakers for 2010.
Hmm.
In that 2009 off season, that was the year Michael Jackson died. And 37 is the amount of weeks that the Thriller album was number one. So that is why he wore 37 for that 1 year, and then he changed back to his wild number 90 numbers the rest of the years. So the fact that I was able to get this like a long time ago is incredible. And yeah, that's what I got.
I would have loved if you had gotten like his first jersey because I was like, I don't remember what teams he played for. Um,
Oh, if I
the
could find a Bulls jersey, that would be incredible.
Started with the Bulls, Pacers, Kings for 2 seasons, the Rockets for a season, the Lakers for 4 or 5 years, the Knicks for a year. Then he went overseas because he had got this whole controversy for like 2 years. Came back and played with LA for 3 more seasons, and then was done.
Yeah. I've been trying to find the Knicks one, but that one on like eBay, everybody are putting up for like ridiculous numbers. So I need to find like another version. But the Knicks one is on the radar because if I can get that one, then I might as well try and find the rest of his jerseys. So, but
I mean,
like,
you almost
Um,
have to now.
right? So it's like it's hard because a lot of them what their people are doing is like they're spiking the number up. So like,
oh
so
yeah,
this
dude.
are you seeing right now how high some of his jerseys are for
Dude,
like
the Chicago Bulls one, the least expensive, and this is like just the first couple scroll downs. The least expensive is $140.
yeah, and it's probably worn and like disgruntled. So like I'm
It's
not
a
paying a
cha
hundred.
it's a champion one too. So it's not like
Oh, see, it's not even like fun.
well, but champion back in the early 90s, the late 90s weren't they the ones making the jerseys?
Yes, they were. They were
So
the
it's
ones.
technically an authentic, quote unquote, authentic jersey because it is champion. And so and now apparently champion's coming back and is cool and hip again.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
all kids.
Even though when we were kids, those it was literally like if you wore champion, you were bottom barrel, like
Yeah,
you were Kmart shopping.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like Walmart status champion. Now everybody wants to wear champion. It's wild.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he is that. Yeah, crazy. Oh, there's a 99 one. 91 one rather. I don't know
Wait, where are
if,
you looking? Are you looking on eBay right now?
yeah,
This could get very dangerous, guys.
it's a hardwood classic. Oh no, sorry, it's Rodman. Why would you put okay. But his name is not Meta World Peace anymore.
Well, thank goodness.
It's Meta Sandy Ford Artest.
You
Hmm.
know what? Ron Artest forever a legend, guys. Forever a legend.
Will always be known for Malice in the Palace.
Yep.
Classic. Absolute
Gr-
classic.
Great Netflix special when they came out with that one. And I'm pulling up my inner Dana Holgerson tonight with my visor.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say it's your Neil Brown visor.
No, God, no, 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 no,
No,
no, no. Hell
it's
no.
definitely Dana.
Yeah, this one I think I got it way back in college too. So it's like, yeah, this was one that Dana wore.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
that's
just gonna.
legit Dana then.
Oh yeah, 100%. I wore it for my football tournament. I was like, yeah, I can't wear the hat. The visor was just the way to go. My teammates are like, we might have to switch to visors next year. I'm like, that's the only time I'm ever going to wear a visor is like right now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like I'm rocking hats. But um, well, perfect. Let's dive into a quick sports update, and we'll then spend the rest of however long we're on this podcast talking about the old gold and blue. So, Sophia Cunningham is out. I don't even know what the injury is. I didn't see like what they
Torn
said.
MCL.
Is it okay? I was assuming that it was torn because what I saw when I saw that hit, yeah, she
Hmm.
that knee got screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she I saw on their podcast, then they showed the highlight of it, and it was pretty nasty, which is kind of crazy. So her birthday was the day before she tore her knee, and then a week before that, one of the other players on the Fever, Sydney Colson, she had her birthday, and the next day they had a game, and she tore all her knee ligaments in their game, and I saw that game live, and that hers was really fucking nasty.
Oh God. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have
So
birthdays anymore.
Yeah, birthday curse.
or or just don't play the day after your birthday. That's let's not do that.
Yeah, that sounds fine by me. But yeah, it's crazy though. Her mom like came out and like yeah, was upset about the play and yada yada yada. Her sister tweeted out, and then she comes out and goes, "I'm friends with with the girl that hit me. It
Yeah.
wasn't anything malicious." And if you watch it in slow-mo, yeah, it looks malicious because you slow it down. You're like, oh, it looks like she's really fought. In real game time speed, that's gonna happen. She went up, and the girl had momentum going the other direction. The knee's there. She's gonna go through it. So, is what it is. It sucks because the Fever are having a good season, and Caitlin Clark's now out with a bone bruise. Um, but apparently those hurt people now, I guess. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure we all played through bone bruises when we played sports. Just saying. But
Dang,
hey,
the shade, the shade. Ouch.
hey, anyone that complains that they got a bone bruise, a male, female athlete, seriously, you guys have better treatment than we did when we had them in high school. And our coaches yell at us to go back in and play. Like, come on. Like, yeah, we're good. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Leland, I want to get your opinion on this one because this I heard yesterday, and I really hadn't paid attention until yesterday with the MLB.
Mhm.
So they're either looking at expansion, right? Adding a team. Apparently, Nashville's number one on the list, and maybe
Yeah.
somewhere like Salt Lake City, which would be stupid because then you have another cold weather team who can't play home games until middle of June,
Yeah.
like the Rockies. Or you go to Portland, which I think Portland would be a great spot for an MLB team. Or they're looking at creating new divisions and getting away from American National League.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts and what would you want the MLB to do in this case?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Nashville expansion's happening no matter what.
Mhm.
That's been a rumor for years and years and years, and I think it's actually finally going to happen in the near future. Um, as far as the realignment, it would be a shame if they got rid of the American League and National League. Now, I did see a projected like breakout of how they would do the divisions, and it was
Mm.
kind of cool. I mean, it was broken out geographically, so you had like the Yankees and Mets in the same division. And so like that's cool, but is that really going to help the game? Probably not. I think for the first time in a long time, baseball, the game, is actually in a good spot.
Mhm.
I think that games are faster. I mean, and that's a great thing. You can watch a baseball game in 2.5 hours now. The pitch clock, I was totally against at first, but it's better. It
Mhm.
really has improved the game. But at the same time, you have a commissioner who doesn't like the sport.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to argue that, there are so many reasons why Rob Manfred is a horrible commissioner, but like he actively wants to change the sport. And it doesn't need change. It just needs better marketing, for one thing. It needs owners that will pay to actually field a winning team and not just collect revenue.
Yeah.
Like, it's just baseball could and should be better than it is. And I don't think you need to change divisions or anything like that. I mean, will it help and get different teams in the playoffs? Sure. It may do that. But then again, it's still going to be the same teams. I mean, the same teams are at the top no matter what. So, what does it really change? I don't know. I'd have to be convinced on the realignment thing, but the team in Nashville, I would
Yeah.
say within the next 5 years, that's going to happen.
From what I was reading was they need to have the plan is to have two expansion teams by
Okay.
2029 because then that'll hit 32.
Yeah.
You can't go any higher than 32. Every other
No.
professional sports league is 32, 30. Those
Yeah.
are your numbers typically, and that's a really good breakdown. I'm more intrigued. I personally think if you do realignment, you can't just get rid of American National. Like you have to
No.
keep that is your traditional part of baseball,
Right.
and you have to keep that because that's what people know. I don't want to be another East, another West. Like, oh, that's so boring.
Yeah.
We already have that with every other freaking sport.
Right.
Let's be done with that. Let's stop with the directional stuff. Let's keep it. This is cool.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
on the
agree.
West Coast side, you're national. Everyone on this side, you're American. I did see the breakdown. I think that the realignment would be cool because it would force the Red Sox to be in a division with the Mets, the Yankees, and the Phillies, where
Yeah.
you actually need to pay your players.
Right.
And like you said, it would force owners to actually pay. It would, depending on, I don't know where the Pirates would fall in that regard, but they would actually need to invest in a team instead of just saying, well, we're going to put out the best pitcher in baseball and not give him any support.
Yeah. I mean, the Nuttings are so cheap. They're never going to pay until baseball forces them to. That they have to get rid or restructure revenue sharing somehow because it's a good idea to make small market
Hmm.
teams more competitive, but the small market teams, their owners use that to make more money, which I get it. It's a business. You want to be profitable, but the Pirates are a perfect example. If they were competitive, PNC Park would sell out every single night. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And because they're not competitive, it's never going to sell out.
And that's a probably one of the, I've been to a few baseball stadiums in Leland. You've probably been to a lot more than Kevin and I combined. But PNC Park is, I would say, a top five
It's
ballpark in the country. It's
Yeah, it's the
amazing.
nicest I've ever been to. Yeah, I mean, it's the view, you can't beat it.
Mm-mm.
The atmosphere of the park is good. Like uh the game day experience. Could not think of those two words. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's one of the few places where there's still parking near the stadium. Like
Hmm.
it's a good experience, and I they just don't take advantage of it.
No, they just half that team's going to be gone in a year or two anyway.
Yep.
You know, at this point, I've already heard the rumors that what is it Paul Scansy, however you say his last name,
Yeah.
will probably be dealt next year if
100%.
and they'll just get the draft picks and whatever. I'm like, cool. The Red Sox I would assume would gladly take somebody like that because you have no ace on your roster.
Yeah. I
You
think
know,
any team in the league would.
oh yeah, just don't go to the Yankees because then everyone's going to legit hate you.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so hopefully we see what happens.
Yeah.
Um, I'm kind of against the whole expansion idea. Just you guys have plenty of teams and no one pays attention to
Yeah.
95% of it.
Right.
So, but if you do realignment, I think you draw more of a crowd because I think I would watch the Red Sox play the Phillies
Yeah.
every 2 weeks or the Yankees and the Mets. Like that'd be fun to watch. It keeps some rivalries intact. Some rivalries will change. I think one realignment I saw was splitting. I think it was L.A. and San Francisco up or L.A. and San Diego,
Oh,
and I was like, ooh,
yeah.
I don't care about Los Angeles playing Los Angeles.
No.
You got to have those three teams need to be in the same division because that'll just
Right.
be a bloodbath.
Right.
So, um, fun part about Kevin, are you talking? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. No. Wait, say, speak again.
Maybe now.
Yeah, now we
Okay.
can.
Sorry, my headphone got discombobulated. But I was saying that there was one that shows you mentioned the Nashville team. There's one that's like pointing out where they would add a Charlotte team and add a team in Portland, which I thought would be kind of interesting. So
Nashville and Portland would be. Portland's been pushing for a professional baseball team for like 10 plus years, and I know the guy behind the push for it. That would be a good spot.
yeah, and then the other one that said that there was Charlotte in the possible mix as well. And then another one I just saw as what you guys are talking, the possibility of bringing back Montreal and
I'd
the
be all about
Expos.
that.
I would, if you if you do that, you can't have anyone in Charlotte or Nashville because you'll screw up your alignment. So you
Yeah,
have to go to the West Coast. But that'd be fine by me. Montreal would be amazing to pull
Yeah.
back in.
yeah.
Everyone
So
loves the Expos.
yeah, so they have, I know, I think you, so on the ESPN version of the realignment, they have like an AL East, an AL South, and then an NL Central and an NL West, which would put the Expos in the AL East that has, like you said, Merritt, the Mets with the Yankees and the Phillies, and pretty much kind of like that northeastern corridor of teams with the Nationals, Orioles, that Toronto and Montreal would be added there, and then the South would be all kind of like similar to like your NBA Central, where you have like Atlanta, Tampa, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Detroit, Miami, Pittsburgh, and Nashville, which kind of makes sense. And then they brought in NL Central, which is like your Chicago teams, Milwaukee, that like Great Lakes area, along with your Texas teams, and then pretty much anybody west of Texas is an NL West, which is the Dodgers, Seattle, San Fran, San Diego, and pretty much every California team plus Vegas and Arizona.
Oh
Which
yeah, I forgot about Vegas.
that would be
Yeah.
yes with the A's, but that would be a pretty interesting to have four divisions
I
that
would
way.
be I would do four divisions. That I think that
Yeah.
would be a better way to split it than doing four on each side. Just do
Yeah.
two divisions on each and let the melee begin because it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that'd be cool.
that's a nice split of each team, and then like geographically, it makes a lot more sense
Yeah.
if you wanted to get away from doing like people from like the NL and the AL, but you still have the American League and the National League still.
Mhm. Perfect. Well, let's talk about one thing in college football before we talk about West Virginia. Ohio State's starting a true freshman next Saturday at noon, which is the dumbest thing to ever have this game at 12 o'clock kickoff. Freaking Fox. Um, against Texas. I'm sorry. They're going to get the butts handed to them with a true freshman.
Who's the
They
freshman
should.
starting?
I don't know. It's Ohio State. I don't pay attention to anything Ohio State. Um, I don't
Yeah,
like
I don't
them.
remember his name.
But he's supposed to be, he is, I think, the number one overall recruit for this class, which is why he's starting. But
Oh, it is Julian Sayin.
okay.
That is his name. Com committed to be starting at against Texas on college football opening weekend.
But does that just show that Ohio State has no quarterbacks if you're doing a true freshman, or did he beat out guys that have been in the system?
Okay, let's
I don't
see.
know. I mean, I think that's a good question. They should get destroyed by Texas, but
Yeah.
their defense is going to be legit.
And their running backs are going to be legit. That's
Right.
always, they're good to go to.
What's Texas going to look like with Arch Manning? Like, I know everybody thinks he's going to be incredible. He hasn't played all that much.
Yeah.
And your first like season where it's your team starting against Ohio State, that's tough. So
Yeah.
I I think there's a lot more unknowns in that game than anything else.
Yeah. I might
So it
watch it.
says it says that uh the second year player, Julian saying he beat out junior Lincoln Kindholz for the starting job. Separated himself from the competition the last week. So it says
Hmm. Interesting
he's from
because
California, signed with Alabama, but then transferred to Ohio State following Saban's retirement. Hold on. Unless this is the Lincoln guy. Probably the Lincoln guy.
the kid that the guy that's like the older of the two or whatever, he played a couple games last year when Howard got hurt, and he wasn't bad.
No.
He looked pretty good in the games that I saw highlights of or watched parts of. Um, but yeah, I think you're right, Leland. There's a lot of unknowns on both teams,
Yeah.
especially,
Hmm.
Texas. in Ohio State, we know one thing about them. Their defenses are always going to be good.
Yep.
Offensive line, running backs, always going to be good. After that, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Arch Manning could throw for 500 yards, be a great game.
Right. You never
Or
know. I
yeah.
mean, you really don't for this one.
So I don't know how many of us will actually pay attention to it because it's at noon. Um, and I really won't care because noon
Yeah.
games are horrible. Um, but yeah, we'll see. But let's dive into we got one last week of preseason NFL games to kick off tomorrow night, I believe.
Yeah.
Um, we'll see what happens. It's kind of like just the dress rehearsal. Starters will play a little bit, and the backups and reserves will finish the game. But the big notable thing from the NFL, I think it was yesterday or today, is Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts.
And I think he kind of got a raw deal in New York.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's good by any means, but I think he's better than what he showed in New York.
Yeah, I think so too. I
I
think
mean, he showed flashes of being able to at least manage a game in the NFL and not lose the game for the team.
he also was never given a I would have to say besides Barkley, never
Hmm.
had a consistent wide receiver room or tight end room.
Yeah,
A lot of injuries. And he walks into a really good situation in Indianapolis. They have very good wide receivers. They have a brand new tight end, good offensive line. And let's be honest, Anthony Richardson might be the next Jamarcus Russell at this point.
yeah,
Um, but we'll see. It's just one of those things where it's the NFL. He could be starting week one and week two, he could be on the bench.
right.
It's like the Browns. They're starting Joe Flacco, which I think is the smartest play that they've ever made.
Yep,
Um, it's now do you keep the rest of the quarterbacks?
yeah.
Pickett's hurt,
I
so he's on he'll probably go to IR, and then you have Gabriel and Shador.
Yeah. I think Shador will end up starting a game this year.
I think so too. I think honestly, because it's the Browns, every quarterback on that roster will start one game.
I wouldn't be shocked by that at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked just about by how horrible the Browns are. They're probably gonna need to just keep shuffling and see who gets hot.
Well, I think the ownership's going to have a say because he didn't want to draft Sanders.
Right.
He made it very clear he did not want to draft him, and the coach and the GM were like, "Well, he's available and he's the best pick here.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd rather take him than the Steelers come back up in 20 picks because no one else is taking him. Steelers steal him like it. Then he's the next prodigy behind Rodgers. So that was kind of what they did, but. It will be interesting. I'm excited because football is finally here and it's actually nice here. It's been like 60 degrees the past 3 days, so it's beautiful. It reminds me of fall.
Must be
Freezing.
nice.
Oh, it's so nice. It's going to be,
Absolutely freezing. I kind of hate it. I'm like, oh, well, can you bring it like a gradual? It's actually it rained all day today
yeah,
here,
same here.
and I'm like, fuck this. Can we just like have it gradual? I don't need you to be hitting me fall on August 20th. I will when it hits September 1st. You can give me some fall, but not
Kevin,
August 20th.
it's going to be
Merit.
75 tomorrow and then 80 on Friday.
Exactly. So we're gonna embrace the power there, and let me have some summer that I lost this summer.
You went to the beach on a cloudy day.
When it was yeah, and it was
Yeah.
30 mile per hour winds that were there. This was the most
Oh,
miserable experience I ever had.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
It is what it is. I know you're laughing on the inside. It's fine. It's
I think I'm laughing both on the inside and the outside.
there you go. Still laughing at me.
I still love you, buddy. We always do.
That's what they say. Go ahead, continue.
Well, we're just gonna dive into some old gold and blue banter. The fun part of the episode. Well, the country roads ran is probably the fun part of the episode now. Um, but basketball, they landed another four-star recruit for the 2025 class, so he's there. They're practicing. They're going full tilt practices already
Yeah.
because of the new NCAA rules, which is fantastic. Um, Young group, got some good transfers. I'm excited more than
Yeah.
I was
I
last year, I think.
This guy reclassified from 2026 to be in this year's class.
Hmm.
Evans with an S at the end. Evans Barning Jr. From Toronto, Canada. Played high school basketball in Jersey and played for Team Durant on the AAU circuit this year.
Nice, yeah. Um, I'm excited. Like I think everyone on that team, how typically we only see like five. We have to see the starters and then maybe see like three or four bench players play. I think this is the year we see every single player is on that roster will play.
yeah, I think you'll see a lot. And when DeVries left, I was kind of worried about things because it's hard to rebuild a team out of nowhere.
Hmm.
And it was unexpected for him to leave. Nobody, I think, except for him, knew he was leaving. Um, but I think we hired the right coach. Hodge seems good. He seems to get like what WVU means to the state and things like that. Um, and he's bringing in good quality players, better players than what DeVries was bringing in. It's not a knock on players like Javon Small, who was incredible last year, but he's bringing in better players. So I mean, I'm excited for basketball too. I think they have a chance to be good.
Yeah, he also like he's had experience. So since he's being at North Texas, he's had experience of like rosters coming and going and leaving.
Mm.
So like I think he was kind of like the right person to do this type of job because he's dealt with this all the time. He deals with players leaving and having to like re-recruit and make a whole team every single year. So hopefully, these guys work out well. We get wins, and it shows the players that, we're going to be committed to winning. And hopefully that can lead to even some bigger time recruits. So in due time. But I'm excited for WV basketball also.
Yeah, I mean, Rinbaker hasn't made a bad hire yet,
Yeah.
so
No,
he's due for one probably. But
let's not
I
jinx
think
him.
that I know, I think he hired the right guy in
Yeah.
basketball and in football.
Well, you know what? We could say he's had one bad hire.
DeVries, yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
And it was a good hire. He's a good
Oh, he's a
coach.
great
Don't get me
coach.
wrong. Just a piece of shit guy.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
horrible human being. I never
Yeah.
want. I was listening to three guys before the game podcast, and they go, Ren was on and they're talking, and he's got this polo, and they go, "Oh, did you get that at DeVries yard sale?" I'm like, "Oh my God, oh wow, just
Savage
Yeah.
life.
dude, they." I thought people hated Neil Brown and Dana when they left. The hatred you see for DeVries is at a different bar.
Because it's well deserved.
Even the players were like, something was going on the
Yeah.
whole year. Like after we got
Yeah.
back from that tournament, there was something because Tucker was fine. He was practicing, he was doing shots. Like you make up an injury.
Yeah.
So, um, but women's soccer, they're 0-1 right now. They lost to UVA. Which is all right. 1-0 loss in Morgantown. They play tomorrow night. By the time this podcast comes out, they would probably play like 5 days ago. But they kicked off. Men's soccer kicks off tomorrow night, or actually might kick off tonight or Friday, as well. So they start up, and then big thing I saw for non-conference basketball games, the women's team is going down to Duke this year
Nice.
and playing down there. That's gonna be a test because
Yeah.
they got it. They don't have an easy out of conference schedule, but they don't have a cakewalk either. It's so I the Duke game I'm excited to watch. I want to see what they can do, especially with the girls that are returning, the transfers they brought in. It should be a really competitive team again this year in the top 25 team.
Yeah, I think so. Again, just another very good hire by Ren. Kellogg seems to know what he's doing. He's doing a great job.
Yeah. His daughter is, I think is his daughter in high school still, or she's might be at West Virginia. I don't know. He
I
posted
think she's in high school
he
still.
posted something about her with a torn knee or something doing shots, and she was at the practice facility. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so maybe he's going to bring her up eventually whenever she gets to, you know, play college ball if she wants to play college ball. Um, but let's get into the meat potatoes. Football. We start next week.
Yep.
That
It,
is so exciting to think about. I'm not even gonna lie.
I know.
I do have some bad news about next week.
Oh
I'm
no.
not going to be there.
Oh
I know.
no.
What?
Yep. One of my good friends is getting married, and
Okay.
he's one of my groomsmen, so I couldn't say no to it. So,
Mm.
yep. First game I've missed since 2003.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my
That's a
God.
streak.
Yep.
So what game in 2003, if you can remember all the way back then, what was that game that you missed?
Oh, I think I missed most of them that year because that was the year before my mom and stepdad got married and he
Okay.
had season tickets. So
Mm.
but I do remember being at a couple games with him that year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
Gosh.
in eighth grade last time I missed a game.
Whew. That's
Holy
so wild
shit.
to think about.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. That's 22 years of football.
Yep.
Yo,
Haven't
that's so sick.
That is cool.
haven't missed one. But yeah, it it's better than missing a big game. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only Robert Morris, right?
right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
Robert Morris, and then we go to Ohio University, which apparently we bought all the tickets.
Yeah, tickets for that game because I was thinking about going. It's 2 hours from here. They're like $600 right now, which is insane.
The pit tickets aren't even that much money.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy. Five, six
Yeah.
hundred dollars for Ohio University is crazy talk.
And we're
Yeah.
paying them like $2 million to go there to play
Yep.
in a
That's
stadium that holds 30,000 people.
Yeah. I mean, that
27 of
stadium
it's gonna
will
be
be
us.
rowdy.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man.
It's there's going to be a lot of gold and blue in that
Yeah.
stadium, very little green and
Yeah.
white, as it should be,
Yeah.
because we don't like those colors.
Correct. I'm not worried about that game, but also with the next week being Pitt, it's a classic trap game.
It
So
is, yeah.
I we should be okay, but that's one where I could see some bad things happening.
I could see that being the game where Nico has a really good first game, great
Yeah.
dress rehearsal game, RMU. The whole team plays great. We just blow them out like we do Long Island University or like some of those crappy teams you bring in, 70-0, whatever the final score is going to be. And then you go into the next week and go, oh shit, this is JMU all over again, where they
Yeah.
came in and actually almost beat us. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't think we lose that game, but it's
No.
that game where if you do this next week, we get blown out. And then everyone's going to start questioning why did we hire Rich Rod?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I don't think we'll lose. I think it's it's very, very bad if we do lose, but also we need to actually convincingly win. Like we need to go down there pedal to the metal, which I think we will, only because it's a different coach than last year. I think if Neil was the coach, that's a tough game for us. And it
Yeah,
shouldn't be, but I think that is a tough game because I mean Ohio's not a bad program for what they
Oh
are.
no.
They're they're a solid program for a group of five. Yeah, they're not like Boise State or um, any of the other schools that have been good recently, but they're still a solid program. So it could be a tough game, but, and I'll have a little bit more on this to say, but I think the guys will play hard and at least show up for the game.
I think so too. I think at the end of the day, like you said, if Neil Brown was still here, that would just be okay, good job, guys. Like, you know, We're gonna go play this team. No
Yeah.
worries. Rich Rod is no matter what, if even if they win 70-0 against Robert Morris, he's gonna rip them apart for something. They're gonna screw up somewhere.
Yeah.
We let up a long run, didn't get a touchdown. Great. We still let up a long fucking run. What are you doing? Like, he
Right.
will rip into them, which yeah, I'm okay with that. And also, you want them to win week one and week two, as well as we want Pitt to win week one and week two
Yeah.
because of one only, and there's only one reason. We want game day to come to this game. And we all
That's more
know,
than likely happening if we both win our first two games.
yeah, and that's what I've heard is if we
Yeah.
win, we're good. And like Pitt, I'm looking at their schedule. They play Duquesne and then they play Central Michigan.
Yeah.
So two easy win games for them. They're, let's be honest, aren't going to be horrible.
No,
Pitt,
they're not.
they should be a good team. I don't think they're going
Is
to be
that
as.
Central Michigan game at home or is it in Michigan?
I just closed out of the tab, so I don't know. But
The
I think it's in Michigan.
That's
They're
that's not
they're
an easy place to play either.
they're at home against Duquesne, away at Central Michigan, I think, and then away at West Virginia. So
Yeah, that's Central Michigan's not an easy place to play. I mean, they beat Oklahoma State a couple years ago or should have, and there was a bad call. I don't remember what happened, but
they've had some of those wins where you're like, what?
yeah,
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 they're that team where they would screw your schedule.
yeah.
No, Merritt, they're all at Pitt.
Oh, they're okay.
Their first away game is at West Virginia.
Okay.
Okay.
I just double checked on
But
the
again,
website. But yeah, Central Michigan ain't no slouch.
and
No.
they're gonna go play at a stadium that's gonna have 5,000 people there
Yeah.
because no one shows up to those games unless it's West Virginia.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
so we'll see. Um, well, today we got good news though for the West Virginia team. The four guys that were suing the NCAA are eligible to play. There was an injunction by the judge in West Virginia that basically was like, no, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
The NCAA was pointing the finger at West Virginia, and everyone's like, West Virginia's not doing anything. The players are suing because you are not holding code to what you've stated to everybody else. Um, though it is interesting, Jamori Robinson is still academically ineligible, though he
Yeah.
graduated from UTSA in May.
I just read something that he is going to be eligible
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever
cool.
now. Yeah, they just released something that like despite them saying that he was academically ineligible, which is a whole bunch of BS, they just said that he's going to be able to play this season no matter what. So
Yeah. 35 minutes ago, I got an alert from ESPN
Nice.
that he's
Okay,
playing.
good, good. That's all four of them playing is huge.
Yeah.
we need all four of those guys.
Yeah, we need every single body that we have on
Yeah.
that team, and we still have to cut it down to 14 more players need to get cut.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I don't know how bare the cupboard was that Rich Rod took over. I think that I don't think it was anything like when Neil took over and barely had any players on the team from where Dana just stopped recruiting his last year. But um, I'll be interested to see what that looks like because I think that one, the donors are going to fund players for the football team,
Mhm.
especially Ken Kendrick. He's got his guy back in with Rich Rod, so I think that will happen. But just having a coach that's going to get all of the like everything out of each of those players, I think is going to make a difference. And I think, sure, am I being a bit of a Rich Rod homer? Yeah, I am. I've wanted him to come back for years and years and years. But you look at his teams anywhere he's coached versus the teams we watched for the last few years with Neil Brown, there's a pretty big difference on how they play. Rich Rod's teams always play tough. They always play their asses off. Can't say the same about Neil Brown's teams. They were soft. So that's one thing that I think is going to give us a little bit of a leg up, even if the players aren't where we need them to be. They're going to play hard. Rich Rod gets the best out of nothing. I mean, we've seen some of our best players ever here have been 2 and 3 star recruits. So,
or guys that were walk-ons.
right, right. So I think that it'll be an interesting year. I don't think we're going to like win the Big 12 or anything like that. If we win 6 games, I'll be happy. And really, if we beat Pitt, everything else is just icing on the cake. That's all I care about is beating Pitt.
Yeah.
No,
The,
that's what we need. We need
and
that win.
I think
Yeah,
that's what the past 4 years with the Pitt game, it's always been, I don't give a shit if we lose every other game. You have to win Pitt. If you win Pitt,
yeah,
the season's great. You
yep,
know, for 2 out of the past 3 years, it sucked because we lost to Pitt.
right.
You know, and sadly we've been at all three of those games and we've gotten to celebrate one game.
Yeah.
Um, so let's celebrate again this year, which would be fantastic. But um I know they aren't doing the coaches poll. They didn't do the whole thing again, but there's been a lot of experts out there that are predicting that West Virginia would potentially be at the bottom of the Big 12 yet again. Pick number 16 a couple years ago, no, pick number 14, right? When there were only
Yeah.
14 teams. What are your thoughts on us being at that bottom end, even with, I understand it with the roster turnover and all that, but with what we're seeing and what we're seeing, hearing and seeing in the Big 12 itself?
I mean, I think it's fair because a lot of that is also on how did you look last year?
Hmm.
And we didn't look good. We haven't looked good in, 6, 7 years. So, like, I get it. And I think we probably do belong down there right now. But I think that also gives us the underdog mentality, which I definitely think is a good thing. I don't think we'll end up in 16th place. I just don't think that'll happen. But could we end up below 10th place? Yeah. I could also see us coming in like 5th place, 6th place, something like that. So
Hmm.
it this season feels to me a lot like 2005, where you don't know what to expect. You've got a bunch of roster turnover. Back then it was because of graduation, but now you have a bunch of roster turnover because transfer portal, everything like that. And that 2005 team played with a chip on their shoulder the entire year. And it took 6 or 7 games before they really gelled and
Hmm.
started to look very, very good. But they were good. And it was with a bunch of players who bigger schools didn't think they'd turn out to be anything. So, I mean, again, I've got my rose-colored glasses on because of Rich Rod. I really do, but I just it's hard to feel bad about this season, whereas the last few years, all you can think about is, okay, sure, we may be good, but more than likely we won't be. And like last year's a good example. There was so much hype around the team last year. So much. And we come out and, the first game's Penn State. Everyone's fired up, everyone's ready to go. And they come out and don't even look like they practice, don't even look like a team.
Hmm.
So like the last few years have just been deflating. And I think there's energy around the program again. But to go back to your original point, should we be placed any higher than 16th? Probably not.
Kevin, your thoughts?
No, I was gonna say you go first, sir.
Oh, wow. You've been quiet, so I wanted to give you the mic.
Well, I'm listening to the professional stuff right now, so I wanted to
Oh, this is a
hear everyone out
professional.
first. So you first.
I would never call myself a professional at anything. Um, to be honest, I can agree with your take, Leland, on that. Um, I think truly, I don't think we're that bottom barrel. Um, I think we, you know, at worst are 12th in the Big 12. Um, I don't think Colorado's going to be very good. UCF, no, just no. Houston, no. Um, and then a toss up is, oh God. Why did I just blank on the team? UCF, Colorado, Houston, and there's one other team, and I can't, for some reason, it just, oh, Cincinnati. Even though they've gotten better every year with their head coach, it's Cincinnati. They are just never good enough. And I don't see us being worse than those four teams. Um, but at the same time, we could be.
Right. I
I
think you
do.
can throw Oklahoma State in that unknown mix too.
Yeah, because
I feel like
Gundy's up in the
Gundy's,
air.
yeah, Gundy's run his course there, I think. And if they don't win 8 or 9 games this year, I'd say he's probably fired.
Yeah, I would agree. And they love Gundy. He's been there for
Right.
our whole life.
Right.
Um, do I think we're top five in the Big 12? Probably not, because Baylor's good. You know, Texas Tech is good. You
Mm.
know, TCU always good. Kansas State always steady, consistent teams right there. Um, but I don't. I think we're in between that 6 to 12 spot. I think that's our sweet spot right now. Um, and I think with seeing what the team can do in the first couple of weeks will really dictate how the rest of the season goes. I saw one projection where we would only win 3 games. I saw other projections, we win seven. We
Yeah.
win so it's a huge wide range of where we could land win wise, but I do think we'll make a bowl. Um, we'll get to that point. At least that would be successful. Like we said, though, if we win the Pitt game, I don't give a shit if we win the rest of the season. Just
Right.
beat Pitt.
Yeah.
So Kevin, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're always projected like that lower end of the Big 12, but the also remember the Big 12 is so damn big. It's like any of these early projections could completely be farce, and it could become totally different by the time we get to like week 5 of the year. It it anything can happen.
True.
Like I agree with you guys, honestly. I think I would like us to at least be bowl eligible so we can have a postseason. I think that would consider first year a success. I know I think it would be really nice if we could get at least 8 games regular season without a bowl yet. I think that would be like fans would be really happy. They'd be impressed. They're not gonna like cause a stir. Most of them won't cause a stir. If we can get to 8 games before postseason, I think that would be a really good place for us. But I think anything can happen. Like I'm gonna give a bold prediction right now. I think before the bye, I could say there's a chance before the bye week we could probably be 5-1. A really good 5-1. By just looking at the teams we have on here, I can only maybe see one or two of us losing before that week 7 bye. But again, we never know with these things because you got the trap games in between. Like I think, yes, you have Ohio, and then of course after Pitt is at Kansas, and I think that is always easily a trap game because who knows if the winds are going to be like 100 miles an hour over in Lawrence, Kansas, or it could be like a
Yeah.
perfect day. So, and that could cause a lot of different things there.
And
So
Kansas isn't a pushover anymore.
they are not a pushover anymore. The last like
Especially when they put $650 million into a stadium.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
money, and everybody's using that money now. So I think it'll be super interesting to see where we fall. But I think the biggest thing with this is like you mentioned, Leland, like the excitement is back again.
Mhm.
Like I can see us. If I go back to the podcast we listened to like a year from today, last year, it was like, oh, we're really good. We're really good. Man, do we really know if it's gonna happen again? Like we could literally like
Right.
fall on our face and
That's
just
true.
end up being have a horrible season, which unfortunately ended up happening. And I'm not trying to speak that into existence because I can't. It's just not really having that, not having it at all.
Well, I agree. And Leland, you said you had your cut off at 8:45, so we'll dive through one more part of this. Because I want you to be part of the Country Roads banter or the Country Roads rant rather. Um, like we've mentioned, and we will talk about it over and over, is the backyard brawl is literally 4-ish weeks away. Um, we get to all see each other. There's
Yep.
going to be a shitload of us. There's 4 people, counting my son, in my vehicle. There's 4 people in Kevin/Cyrus's vehicle. So that's 8 of us. Um, and Leland and I were talking the other day. He's got the best news of all. We have a great place to tailgate.
We do. Yeah. Merritt talked me into buying a Blue Lot Pass.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my
whoa, whoa,
Um,
whoa,
God,
whoa,
I
whoa,
knew it.
whoa.
I
I didn't,
totally knew it. I knew
I
it.
yeah.
did, I did not talk you into it. You literally told me, I think I'm gonna do Blue Light. I was like, all right, cool. Let me know. That's me talking him into it, everybody.
Yeah. No, and I mean, I think that goes to the excitement around this year. I'm not going to say how much I spent on the Blue Lot Pass, but it wasn't cheap. And I'm like, I wouldn't have done that last year. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't have done that
Right.
for any of the Neil Brown years. But this year, it's worth it. And I mean, the pit Blue Lot passes were going for like $1,200 by themselves. So, it was a worthwhile investment. But yeah, it should be fun
Do you know where in the Blue Lot you get to be, or
wherever we decide.
All
okay?
right. So you just need to take a picture and send it to us, and we will come bringing gifts and all the goods
Yeah,
because
Perfect.
we're
makes
hype.
our life a little bit easier. I'm like, I don't have to bring the griddle with me. I don't need to bring
Yep.
the grill with me. I just need to bring a
Fun.
decent sized cooler,
Yep.
and then
That's all you need.
just let us know if we can bring food and all that other stuff. Just because us, we're not coming empty handed.
No. Yeah, we'll figure
Yes.
all that out when it gets
Yes.
closer.
You just let us know, and then we'll bring the goods out here.
But I do
Sounds
want to
good.
do one thing, is because I did order, it's sitting at Leland's house right now, is 2 bottles of the West Virginia University bourbon.
Oh.
One bottle is for me, one is for my friend's dad, so you can only have one of the bottles. But I would like to crack that bottle open for the 3 of us to have a drink. Um,
Oh, fuck yes.
yes,
That sounds
so
good.
I think that would be fun. But yeah, I'm so excited. Like we've all mentioned, that hype is real this year
Yeah.
around this team. Like last year, like Kevin mentioned, like, yeah, yeah, we should do this, we should do that. And after that pick game, it was just
I
I don't
was
even.
off the rails after the pit game
Yeah.
last
Oh,
year.
Kevin last year was like,
Off the
I'm never fucking
rails.
going back to a game. I'm not
I
doing this.
I said I cannot go back to the city of Pittsburgh after that game. I cannot.
Yeah.
Having to be and I swear I had this dream last night. I won't like prolong it because I know Leland has to head out, but I had a dream the other night that a pit person came to your tailgate, Leland, and I literally went up to them like this. I really hope you have a great time here, but I just really want to let you know I hope you leave here miserable just as much as you guys made me leave miserable last year after
Oh my God.
having to walk back to my hotel and you and all of your pit people calling me a cousin fucker all the way back to my
Oh
hotel.
my God.
I cannot wait to be watching you walk from this stadium in such misery when we beat you. So
Yeah.
I like that is I Merritt, catch me on camera if I see a pit fan and somebody comes up to me. I will say that word for word
I
because I can't that is how I feel
I have to be on
about
my
this
best
game.
behavior for that game because my son will be there, so I can't do anything too stupid. So Kevin,
I will do it for you. I
just
will have
don't get
no problem doing
arrested.
it for
That's
you.
all I ask. Just
Will
don't
not
get
get
arrested.
cannot get arrested because I have 3 people in a car with me, so we will not get arrested.
Yeah,
But
and they're gonna ship your ass out to fucking middle of nowhere,
they
West Virginia.
I will literally yeah, they might yeah, I don't even want to imagine if I got arrested. But that was like my dream last night, and I'm like, man, I really hope we do what we got to do because I cannot go sit in that 6 hour car ride back to Jersey feeling the way I felt last year. It was the
No.
worst. There's
Yeah,
no way. There's no way.
that was brutal.
Rough.
But all right, so let's do the Country Roads rant so that Leland is part of this. So Leland, the Country Roads rant is something Kevin used ChatGPT to write a whole episode. Um,
Okay.
and it came up with the titles this and for the old gold and blue banter. which we've now changed everything. So the rant is basically you have 1 minute to bitch, complain, anything about West Virginia. It could be football, it could be basketball, or it could be something you're really happy about with football or any of the sports or the university. But it's something related to that degree.
Perfect. I'm in.
So, Kevin, do you want to? You got the timer?
I'll have Leland start.
All right.
Leland, if you got a topic, let me know when you're ready, and I'll put the timer on.
I'm ready to go.
We're gonna go in three, two, and one.
So I'll talk about the baseball team. And
Ooh.
the recruiting that the coaching staff has done has been incredible. It seems like they're just reloading instead of rebuilding.
Mhm.
Really excited about that. And I think the craziest thing is just to think about where the baseball team is compared to where they were when we were in college. They were playing on a field, no lights, nothing, no locker rooms. And now they have one of the nicer stadiums in the Big 12. They're in the process of building an indoor practice facility right beside it.
Mhm.
So, like, just knowing where that team has been and where they are now, where they're a national championship contender, insane. And I just absolutely insane. And it makes me happy because baseball is my favorite sport. But just to see a big change, I'm so happy with how the baseball team is.
I like it.
Look at
Perfect.
that. And under a minute too. You got 4 seconds to spare.
There we
Incredible.
go.
Honestly, if they had a better showing out against LSU, we might have been talking about a trip to Omaha, which I would be
Yep,
down to do. That'd be cool.
I
absolutely.
would love to do that too. I've never been to Omaha in my life. Never thought I'd ever want to go there, but if WV is gonna be over there, I would love to go there.
All right, Kevin, you're going to go next
Why do I have to go next? You
because
go
I want you to
next.
go next.
All right, do you have the timer
I
ready?
have the timer ready. You tell
Hold
me when you're
on.
ready.
Hold on. Let me think about what I'm gonna talk about. What am I
You
gonna
only
talk
have 3 minutes.
about?
Leland
Okay,
has to leave in
obvious.
three
I know.
minutes.
All right, so go ahead. Hit me. You
Three,
can play now.
2, 1.
All right. So I've already talked about our women's basketball players already. I'm just gonna talk about WV in general. I want to shout out the university for taking care of our marching band. I don't know if you guys saw, they have their own practice facility now, which is
Yeah.
incredible because for those of us that went to WV during when myself, Leland, and Merritt went, they would practice in the parking lot of the Coliseum. And pretty much, so basically, if you're a student that got to go downtown and you live on the Evansdale campus, you had a far walk to go through to get to the PRT because the entire quarter of the parking lot would be taken up because the band needed a place to practice. And it was cool because you were able to like see them practice. They made like a football field on there. But now that they got their own facility, kudos to them because they deserve it because they're the best band in the nation. Shout out to the Pride.
Dude, and isn't it where the old flag football games and
Yeah,
stuff were? Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is sick. All
yeah.
right.
Like it's literally its own little like
It's
football field by
it's
itself.
beautiful. I love it.
Yeah,
I think they deserved it.
cool. All right, Merritt, I got you on the clock starting in three, two, and one.
So I'm gonna go the same direction as you, Kevin, with the university. I want to shout out the new president. Um, it seems like he has dived right on into being fully embraced with West Virginia culture, understanding the where he's from, where everyone's from. Um, but I love that it's welcome week. It's the first week of classes. Classes I think started today or start tomorrow for the university, and I wish they did this when we were in school. To go into the football field, doing the whole shape of the
Mhm.
West Virginia, but also they did a full movie night. They had everyone come out and lay on the football field, be on that field. I think it's an amazing thing that they're doing to attract college students and to keep them there. You know, this is one of the bigger classes in the past few years, so I'm excited to see what the next step is with the new president and everyone else.
Incredible. Way to be. We're not gonna lie, man. We're getting a lot better at doing this.
Well, just wait till it's football season and we start bitching a lot.
I know it's gonna be fantastic. Can't wait.
Well, Leland, we know you have to jump, but it was a pleasure to have you back on here. It's been too long. We cannot wait to
Has
see
been.
you in, gosh, literally like 3 weeks.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to
I'm
see you guys.
so hyped. I'm so hyped.
Yeah.
I told my mom the other day, like, yo, we're gonna go see Leland. And she's like, oh yeah, Leland, the one with like the truck. I'm like, yeah, he had the truck like years ago, but yes,
Yeah.
Leland, the one with
Just
the truck.
don't be too drunk by the time we get there,
That won't be
so
a problem.
so you don't forget to tell us where to go.
Yeah, no, I don't worry about that. I'm a
Perfect.
changed man.
Okay, we'll wait to see it.
Yeah.
All right, Leland. Well, good to see you, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. See you guys.
See you, Leland.
Peace. Ah, always
What a
good to have
time.
him on.
What a
Always good to have.
stud.
Yeah. Um, I did want to ask this one question, and we kind of touched on it, but about the football team, do we think right now that Rich Rod is getting the respect he deserves in the Big 12 or across the nation? Because I've read some people are like, yeah, he's trying to reinvent himself, do this, and it's not going to work. Some people think he's going to be phenomenal. So I wanted to pose that question, but of course, Leland had to leave a little early, so we want to jump to other things.
I feel like he's very it's literally split all around the board. A lot of people think that like this is probably the best hire that we've had like since forever. And then you have some that are still skeptical of like if his hard edge is gonna fit with this new age of talent and kids that are out these days. But I mean, again, what's gonna tell us the true story is what is the results he puts on the field. If the results show on the field, then there's no question the hire is fine. But it's really gonna determine that's really gonna be the determining factor. I'm excited. Like I just thought about it the other day, like, holy shit, we're gonna about to see each other in like 3 weeks for the first time in the flesh since
I
I
know.
saw you guys in May. But yeah, this is it's I'm excited, I'm hyped. It's gonna be a good
Yeah.
time. Everybody,
This
I just spoke with like Michelle and Christy, like they're hype for it as well. Because like September is one is Michelle's like birthday month, and two, her and Christy are literally like traveling the world the month of September. They're gonna be with us the one weekend, and when they come back the next week, they're like flying overseas.
cool. Good for them. No, that's I know I've talked to Andrew a little bit. He's doesn't respond all the time, so I know he's working like constantly grinding.
Star.
Because he also has to pay me a good amount of money for this trip. So that's part of it. But I know he's excited. Ashley's excited, even though she will never admit it. Because
Well, luckily Ashley, she won't be the only female hanging around. She's gonna have
well,
Christy and Michelle with her. She's gonna have a good time. So have young
yeah,
Luca with her. It's
and
gonna be a great time.
my friend Kylie's gonna be there. We'll see
Yes.
them. So it's like, that she'll see a bunch of people she knows and we'll have a good time. Um, no matter what. That's at the end of the day, that's what these games are about, right? We want our team to win. And I think last year we had fun before we went into the game. I think hanging out with Ho and his girlfriend, now fiance, and his friends and a couple other people we met. It was fun. But I think this year's it's different. And I think it's because we're a year older and now Leland's getting married. I'm bringing my near 2 year old to a game. Like it's just such a weird change in dynamic of like 2 years ago, we were just getting there, getting drunk. Now it's like, I want to enjoy this.
Well,
This is
also,
special.
yeah, for sure. And also, I just can't be getting drunk like that. It's
No.
just we're getting too old. I just need to like feel like something is happening to the body, and then I'm like, I should be good.
Yeah, like I think I'm gonna get a couple of those West Virginia beers, the actual ones that they've made from the for the university.
Hmm.
Um, and that'll probably be about it. I won't drink a lot because the game's at 3. Um, I don't. I We'll figure out more. We'll plan more as we get closer. Um, but we'll probably
Yeah.
get there at a decent time and park, so that we have parking lot, get all that taken care of, and then we can go up to Leland. And that's what Ash and I had said. We're like, wherever we go, if it's we're tailgating as a group at our tailgate spot or we're going to somebody's, we're not just dipping and that's it. Like we're going to Leland's, we're chilling at Leland's like majority of the day besides like let's go get over to watch the man trip and then go into the stadium. Right? Like we don't have to go see everybody. Like we can see some people that we want to go see or we can just chill with the people we know.
Yeah, I think I know. If anything, I'm probably gonna just see like, because since we're gonna be in the blue lot anyway. Like, I have friends that are gonna be right in front of the hospital,
Oh
so
yeah,
that's probably if it's in a reasonable walking distance, especially with like my
your
Achilles
foot,
and
yeah.
everything. Like, I'll definitely go and see them depending on where they are. But that's pretty much, yeah. Like, I kind of like said that to myself the other day. Like, I can't like walk around as I normally do because I literally can't.
Yeah.
So, um,
I also was
yeah.
thinking of this the other day, how we've talked about do we keep going to West Virginia, like one West Virginia game a year? I think that'd be fun. But I also like the idea last year when we were talking about it, like, what if we find the cheapest freaking game? One, once every year find the cheapest game, really good team playing a shit team, and we
Yeah,
just go to that game. Like,
we could do
I
that.
I think that would be a lot of fun, though I am slightly tempted to go to Arizona in November for
Do
the
it.
ASU game.
Do it.
Um, just because
We
I
can.
probably can get tickets for decently cheap because I know people that still work at ASU and I don't have to pay for a place to stay
There you go.
because I have friends that live in Arizona still. So
Yo, that would be fire.
that would be pretty nice, but we'll see. It's still months away and it's
Yeah.
to travel. Um, but did we miss anything, Kevin? This is we basically covered a bunch of stuff. So,
Yeah, I mean, we talked about what we needed to talk about. It was good to see Leland on the podcast. I think we got everything.
all right, then get us out of here because I need to wake up early to go to the gym, and you need to go to PT tomorrow.
No, no, I don't have to go to PT.
Oh,
I have to go work the gym tomorrow, so I will be up at the same time you are.
oh,
So,
wow.
yes, because I can. That's my only thing I can do right now is I can do my sitting job. So, word life. But outro time it is. Thank you guys for continuing to listen to us slash watch us. Again, you can listen to us on all the streaming platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We are on Amazon Play or Google Play, whichever one still exists. It's on
Mhm.
one of those. Of course, you can find us on the YouTube at the Manly Musings Podcast. Follow the social medias, Merritt at Merritt_P, me at KQuava624. Follow the podcast, Instagram, and the TikTok at the Manly Musings Pod. And guys, 3 weeks to the brawl. We're excited. Can't wait.
So
It's gonna be
excited.
time. Can't wait. But other than that, hopefully you guys have a great night, and we will see you guys soon. Peace.
Peace.